welcome back for another bookish video. So today we are going to do part 2 of the Keep and Donate series that I guess I started to get through these books, child. So basically, in my first video, Keep or Donate, I was going through books that I forgot about on my bookshelf, guys. So basically, I'm just doing like a big detox. Wouldn't say yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which ones I want to keep and which ones I want to donate. So the first video, we had 20 books and we ended up donating some. So we have more books today, guys, that I want to share. And we're going to decide if we're going to keep or donate them. Okay. So today, I believe I have 20 more books that I want to share with you guys. So we're going to dive right into it. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please feel free to check out my other videos and please feel free to subscribe. Okay, guys, so first up, I had to read this book in school. We had to do an essay on all of that. It's a modern masterpiece of romantic suspense, Rebecca. I know some of y'all are familiar with this story. I think I'm going to go ahead and donate this one just because even though it is considered a classic, I do believe they even made like a couple of movies, like a remake and all of that. I never really got into the films. But I'm going to go ahead and donate this one because I already read it. So, all right. First up, second book. This is like the first book I was introduced to when it came down to urban fiction. Me and Stacy read this book when we were teenagers. And basically, it was one of those books we had no business reading at that age. But at the same time, it happened. And it also made me have a love for urban fiction. So without further ado, if you know, you know. The Coldest Winter Ever by Sister Souljah. So even though it is a nostalgic piece, I cannot part with this book, guys. So I'm going to keep this one. Definitely not going to donate this one because, yeah, this is, baby, in the urban fiction world, this is a classic. Like, if you know, you know. And if you never read this book, I definitely recommend it. I definitely recommend it because Sister Souljah was definitely a pioneer when it comes down to this urban fiction. You know, just saying. Okay, guys, next up is a classic that I didn't get around to reading. So, of course, I'm going to go ahead and keep this one as well. Moby Dick by Herman Melville. And I got this at a thrift shop years ago. You know, obviously, it's a seasoned copy of it. I love seasoned copies, though, because, you know, I just feel like somebody had the book, appreciated it, and you know, pass it on for people like me to appreciate it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this copy because, like I said, I never even read Moby Dick before. Heard great things about the story. I know it's a classic, so we're going to go ahead and keep it. Okay, guys, so 3 books. No, 2, I'm sorry. One book I'm keeping and 2. No, yeah, 2 books I'm keeping and 1 I'm donating. Okay, next up, we have another urban fiction read, Moth to a Flame by Ashley Antoinette. If you know, you know. So this actually, I read this book twice. I read it when I was younger, and we also did a book club meeting on it a couple years ago. And yeah, it's just a classic in the urban fiction world. So I'm going to go ahead and donate this one because, you know, somebody will appreciate the story. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and donate this one, guys. Okay, next up. This is another classic I haven't read, an autobiography, The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. Of course, I'm familiar with Anne Frank. Never read her story, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this one because I definitely want to get around to it one day. So we're going to keep this one, guys. Next up, we have The Pursuit of Happiness by Chris Gardner. I read it. Awesome, awesome book. Awesome, awesome movie. And yeah, it's just a life story about, you know, rags to riches, basically. And that's a picture of him if you don't know who And if you don't know who Chris Gardner is, I definitely suggest that you research. Amazing, amazing story. Amazing, amazing story. So definitely going to donate this one because I really do feel like somebody will appreciate this book. So we're going to donate this one, guys. All right, next up we have The Devil Wears Prada. And if okay, so I am a huge, huge fan of the first movie. I read the book. I think I had read the book before the movie came out because, like I say, I been having this book for years. It's kind of, it's kind of tore up, but it's still in shape. Well, I even got a bookmark in here. Look at that. But I recently did see The Devil Wears Prada 2. Loved it. So we're gonna go ahead and donate this one, guys, because yeah, I read the book, saw the movies, and we're gonna go ahead and donate it to somebody that possibly hasn't read the book yet. So, all right. Next up, this was also a great novel and a great film, The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. It was a bestseller. If you know, you know. Awesome, awesome book, coming of age story. And it's also very sad, make you cry, get in your feels. And I'm going to go ahead and donate this one because I definitely do feel like somebody will appreciate this book. If you haven't read it, definitely recommend this one. Okay, guys, next up, we have a classic, The Color Purple by Alice Walker. If you know, you know. Love the book, love the movie. They are very different. The book, even though the movie was very very detailed, and I love the book. I love the movie. The book had a little bit more details and went in more depths with some of the relationships, especially like the relationship between Shug Avery and Celie in the book. So guys, this is a classic. I don't see myself parting with this because maybe a few years down the line, I might want to reread it. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this copy because I feel like I don't know if this is like the original one, but I feel like you rarely come across, copies this way. I mean, copies like this. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one because I may want to reread it. Okay, next up, guys, we have The Secret Life of Bees, which was a New York Times bestseller by Sue Monk Kidd. And I read the book, phenomenal book, awesome, awesome movie. I think the movie starred Dakota Fanning and Queen Latifah, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm thinking about I think that's the same movie. But I think I'm right. Let me not even do that. But awesome film, awesome book. I'm gonna go ahead and donate this one. All right, guys, next up, this is I've heard great things about the series. My friends actually watched the series and they said, but the series left like a cliffhanger. And if you know, you know. The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I never watched the series. I heard great things about it, like I said, but I never read the book. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one because there is going to be a time where I do plan on, even though like I know the ending, because I know the series finale the show just ended. But my friends do say like it leaves like on a cliffhanger. So I already know that part, but I still want to like check out the story. Like I still want to read the book and I still want to watch the series. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. Okay, next up, guys, we have Women by Charles Bukowski. Charles Bukowski, I definitely want to read another book by him. I read this a while back, but I know another reader had recommended I read him on Rye. By this author. Yeah, he is known for poetry and prose, contemporary writer. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and donate this book because I really do feel like somebody will appreciate it. But I do want to get more into his catalog. So yeah. All right, next up, guys, we have Chicken Soup for the Woman's Soul. with stories by Oprah, Maya Angelou, Dolly Parton, Bessie, Linda, Kathy, and many more, and 101 stories to open the hearts and rekindle the spirits of women. Awesome, awesome book. Just stories about inspiration, all that good stuff. I read it front to back, and I paid 10 cents for this book somewhere. I think it was at a garage sale or either at a thrift shop. I don't know. It's been years since I've had it. So I'm going to go ahead and donate it and bless someone else with it. All right. So as of right now, guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 books that we are going to donate. All right. All right. Next up, we have Zen and the Art of Happiness. This is like a self-discovery type of book. Very, very short read. Just, you know, talking about healing your past, the language of the universe, all that good stuff. And, you know, I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this one because I may need just a gentle reminder one day. And maybe I want to reread it one day. I don't know yet. Like I say, it's a very short book. And who knows? I may need some inspiration one day. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Okay, guys. Next up, we have 50 Shades Free by E.L. James. I do believe I do have the entire series. 50. The books are floating around somewhere. Like I said, we'll probably get around to the other 3, 4. I'm not exactly sure. I did read them back in the day, but y'all, that was a minute ago. So obviously, I am familiar with their story, guys. You know. So we are going to go ahead and donate this one. All right, next up, The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. They also made a film. Love this book. Love the movie. If you know, you know. Coming of age story. Injustice. A lot of things were going on with this book, but it is a book that definitely, after you read it, it definitely makes you, it's going to be on your mind for a while if you haven't read it. If you haven't read it before, I definitely recommend this book. Awesome, awesome read. I'm going to go ahead and donate this one because I definitely know that somebody will appreciate this book. So I'm going to go ahead and donate this one. All right, guys, we have 4 more books left. So next up, we have another classic, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Had to read this in school, if I'm not mistaken. Had to, you know, it was one of those books we had to read coming up. You know, I seen the movie, loved it, loved the book. So I'm going to keep this one because I may want to reread it, you know. And like I mentioned, like in my first video, most of the classics, guys, I definitely do want to keep, especially the one, like even the ones that I already have read, because I do have some that I have read already. For example, like this one, I've read this before, but I also have some that I didn't read. Like, for example, I had shared The Scarlet Letter, Sense and Sensibility, and a few more in my last video. And like in this video, Moby Dick. You know, obviously those are classics that I haven't gotten around to, so I'm obviously going to keep them. So yeah. Next up is another classic, guys. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I had to read this one in school. Also had to do an essay. We had to watch the movie. Like, it was a big deal because it was one of those, y'all already know, it was one of those books that just like shifted, you know, I guess storytelling, and especially like the topic and everything that was going on. It was a very controversial book. I think To Kill a Mockingbird, I think it's a banned book. I think it's probably on the ban list if I'm not mistaken, but obviously it's a story that I had to grow up on. We had to, like I say, had to do a whole essay, had to watch the movie, and every time the movie comes on TV now, I will sit there and watch it because it's just nostalgic to me. So I'm obviously going to keep this copy, guys. I know this is probably not the original copy, but this is the 50th anniversary cover. So I definitely want to keep it because, yeah, like, who knows? I may not come across this particular, you know, cover. So I definitely am going to keep this one. And it's in good shape. I'm not exactly sure where I didn't thrift this book. I actually bought it. I think I bought this at Barnes and Noble, if I'm not mistaken, but I know for sure I didn't thrift it because it's in too good of a shape. Like, it's in too good of a shape, so we're going to keep it. Okay, next up, we have Things Fall Apart. I have never read this book, guys. It is the African book, and I am going to go ahead and keep it because I never read it. And I definitely want to get into the story, you know, because like I said, I never read it. So, yeah. And it's a short read. Like, it's 209 pages. So I definitely, like, you know, once I read it, I'm going to go ahead and donate it. But I want to read it first. So we're going to keep it for now. Last but not least, guys, a national bestseller, The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. How Little Things Can Make a Difference. This is a self-help, motivational, you know, social behavior tips. Yeah, heard good things about this book. I had started a while back, never got to complete it, and I definitely want to complete it because I am definitely in a place where I haven't read a lot of self-help lately, but I definitely want to get back into it. So, because, you know, there's always room for improvement. Like, even though I do tend to read more fiction, you know, compared to nonfiction, but every now and then I just need that nonfiction kick, you know, something to motivate me. So, yeah, guys, we're going to go ahead and keep The Tipping Point because, yeah, I'm going to need it. Okay, guys, that was the end of my series, the books that I found on my shelves that I forgot about. We are going to go ahead and let's see how many we are going to keep, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I did good. I did good this time. So I'm donating 10 and I'm keeping 10. So not bad at all. Not bad at all, guys. So these are the ones that we're going to keep. Thumbnail. Okay, guys. So that was the end of this video. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you are new here, please feel free to check out my other book videos, devotionals, my cinema reels, and everything else on my channel. Okay, until next time. Bye.